All right, folks. We back in the lab, back in the studio. Captain's Log Podcast, episode 32. Got two of my main men in here. I got my man John Whitmire. What's happening?
What's up, man?
Got Daron Watson.
Yes,
what's
sir.
going on?
What's going
Talk
on,
into the mic,
We
gentlemen.
We good?
Into the mic. I know
My
y'all
man.
want to look
Brother
at the
Watson.
camera,
Right here.
but you know what I mean? What's
sir.
going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing?
Can't
Man,
complain,
chilling,
man.
How was work? How was the work days? How they been?
Blessed to even work.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Blessed
yeah.
to
No
even work,
complaints. No
you know?
complaints. Can't complain about something that,
Yeah. So for those who don't know, man, these two good men are barbers. Our unsung heroes out here in these streets,
yes,
man.
sir.
The
Yes,
time of
sir.
need, you know what I mean? What's a man without a fresh cut, man?
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look,
Like
my
that.
barber to me is like you a member of the family, dog.
Man, my man. I
Just
appreciate
one
it.
shape up at a time, man.
Exactly.
You just winning me over. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it, my man. We definitely look at our clients as family.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we definitely appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
All right. So rules and regulations.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So first, we're not gonna hit the table, no matter how good the story is, about how funny it is.
Can't just.
Nah, we
One
can't. Boom,
gavel,
boom, boom.
two
We ain't gonna do
shots.
none of that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
got you. We good.
We're gonna try to just stay in front of the mic, you know what I'm saying, as best we can. You know, we know it's hard if you need to. John, you probably want to lean you bring your seat down some or bring the mic up.
Oop.
But there you go. So anyway, man, so tell me your story, man. How long y'all been cutting?
You can start.
So professionally, I've been cutting since 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
But unofficially, because every barber has an official and unofficial date. Man, go back to about, maybe like 2000, back in high school, you know?
Them high school cuts.
High school cuts, but starting on myself, and then people in my immediate area would see what I would do, and when we would go out, you know, I'll shape myself going out, and then they would be like, hey, shape me up. So it all started right there.
Okay.
So I started cutting hair about 2006, maybe 2005. Professionally, 2012, 2011, 2012.
Okay.
So around the same time.
So what made y'all just say this is just what I want to do? It just went from just practicing on yourself to like, damn, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
finesse this a little bit.
Oh yeah, I chopped myself up a couple of times. But
Yeah.
didn't even know that's what I really wanted to do. So yeah.
Did y'all ever go through the long hair stage, cornrows and
Yeah,
shit?
I had the cornrows.
Everybody had the
10th grade.
cornrows,
Of
bruh.
10th
course.
grade.
That was our
9th,
era,
10th
bro.
grade.
It really was. And now
Wasn't
it's
for
coming
me.
back. You know, now it's back.
You never did it?
It wasn't for me. I was too tender-headed. Man, somebody
gentle.
would snatch my head up. I'm like, nah, man, it's for the birds. I cut it
Tender-headed?
cut
The
it right
fuck?
off.
It hurts.
I was tender-headed too, right here, dog. Right here on them corners,
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
That
of
shit
course.
used to burn,
Mine's on
dog.
the side.
I used to get an African lady do my stuff. She used to pluck every head.
Oh, you was paying some bread. We used to get old girl in there.
Exactly.
And
It was a
lunch.
neighbor.
between the legs.
It was a neighbor.
and-
We'd be like, look, can I just get the two straight backs? You know what I'm saying? I don't even need nothing special out here. Then you pay that little $20,
Hey.
get some zigzags and stuff. You
Keep
know
it
what's
moving.
crazy? I had long hair, but I had no hang time. It was weird. You know why I figured it
I
out?
remember those days.
I didn't have no hang time, girl. All this shit right here used to be long
the top
because you
and
know,
the side.
you know why? Because I used to have the rubber bands on, right?
Uh-huh.
And I used to be like, ugh. I used to just
Stretch
rip
them
them joints out.
Oh, no.
I never just unraveled them, and then the chick, she was like, "Bruh, you can't do that. You pulling your fucking hair out." She's
Yeah,
like,
you
"That's
lying.
why I could." It was at one point I was just getting individuals
Mm-hmm.
because individuals probably be like this long, be like 3, 4, 5 inches long, and you get to the back. That shit like 2,
Yeah, it's
maybe
like-
3. And if they trying to corn roll it back, like
Yeah,
that
you
shit
was
won't,
snatching it
won't
out.
grip.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
But
You know, that was the heydays, man. We
Yeah.
had the
Back in the
best years
day.
for hair. I
Back
was-
in the day.
Struggle.
Now it's a whole
different generation.
Back in the
Everybody
day-
want that bush
Back in the
shit.
day,
Yeah.
it wasn't as catchy, you
As
know,
it is now.
stylish, trendy shit
Yeah,
as
it's
it is
a
now.
whole different.
Yeah. So what's the barber school y'all went to? Y'all went together.
Yes.
First of all, how did y'all meet? In barber school?
No.
You know, we went to the same school, but I didn't know him in
I
school.
didn't know him.
For
I
real?
probably saw him one time.
Maybe. What
school was
Probably,
this?
maybe. Bennett career.
Bennett, Northeast.
Yep.
Oh, so school here. Okay.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you was out of state though.
I started at Savannah Barber School down in Georgia. And, you know, I had ended up coming back up here, had to finish because I was very determined to get my license. And it just went off from there, you know?
Yeah.
It went from Bennett and just took off.
Took off. Yeah.
You know?
So how was that school thing? You go in there. I mean, is it
man.
serious business or people in there on joke time?
all day. You're gonna have your jokesters. You're gonna have your people that was serious about it. Out of my graduating class, man, it was maybe about 3 or 4 of us that graduated out of about 12 to 15 people.
Yeah.
It's wild, man.
Oh, so everybody, well, I guess it's like regular school. You bullshit, you ain't
Yeah.
coming
You
out.
a lot of people BS. A lot of people BS and
Didn't want to go and come back. It was just.
How long is the school?
Well, if you do part time, it was 24 months, I believe. Mm-hmm. If you do full time, it's a year, 18 months, something like that.
Yeah, year and a half, something like that.
Uh-huh. Year and a half every day.
I wasn't going every day.
4 days a week. About 4 days.
Yeah, I was
Tuesday
part-time.
through Friday, and that's 5 days.
It was Tuesday through Friday. No, it was through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday.
And they
Saturday,
teach you how to do men's and women's stuff, right?
What teach you? You come in there with knowledge, and what they do is, it's a school. They provide the clients to, and they guide you while you cut. While you are doing your service on the clients that walk in. So it's almost like you do something repetitiously. You keep doing it over and over and over, and you're going to get it.
Catch on, yeah.
Okay. So you learn a lot of theory behind what we do. There's a lot of cleansing aspects that you need to understand before going into a shop, because it's a lot of pathogens and bacteria.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous, man. So cleansiness is what we do.
Absolutely.
I noticed that y'all do keep it tight in there.
Yeah,
my man, appreciate it.
Okay, so you graduate. Yes. You graduate, and then how does one find a home? You know what I'm saying? You get recruited, or you got to go around and say, "Look, I just got out of school. What's up?"
That's up.
Yeah, Okay, so go ahead.
So for me, I just thought back to my very first shop back in Landover Hills, and I said, "Man, I remember this shop. Let me go and check this shop out." It was a hole in the it was really small, but that's what I knew. So I went ahead and checked it out, and man, it was a stepping stone, put it like that.
There you go.
So man, after about 3 months, had to upgrade, because you have to continuously upgrade your life at all costs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was my experience,
So I was in barbering school, and a shop owner came to the school to speak about, because actually he was in a newspaper for having a barber shop that was wasn't a barber shop, it was a grooming lounge. It was a step up from a barber shop.
Yeah.
So where he did things. So the owner of the barbering school was like, "Look, I got somebody for you. He's perfect for you. He's laid back, So actually, I came out straight out of barbering school to a barber shop. I mean, the grooming shop. So it was just a big experience, because I came from Bennett to a full life, front shop where there's people coming in. I want a mohawk. I'm like, a mohawk? You know what I mean? I'm just giving.
Coming about a school,
I'm just like,
goddammit.
whoa,
Hey.
you do what? So it was a shell shock, but I needed that.
Do they really give y'all like the front seat when you first come in, like on TV
No,
and shit?
I was in the back.
Shit?
No, I was in the back. I was in the back when I first got
Shit, my first. I was in the back.
Yeah, like
speaker. I get all the noise. One speaker in the shop, I get all the noise.
I get all the kids when they come in.
All the kids.
All of them.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Oh man.
So at what point when y'all end up at the joint off of over by the Home Depot?
Okay, that was around 2012.
2012. That's when I got out of barbering school. So.
So you came out before he did.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe what, a year?
No, it was about the same. It was about the same. It was about the same, probably.
Okay.
Probably like 6 months after.
And I started at a shop in Landover Hills 3 months, and then there was a guy in the shop I was working at. He was like, "Man, you would be a really good fit in this shop I used to work at up the street." So I was like, all right. Went ahead. He was like, "Yeah, when you go up there, tell him Mr. D, I think that's his name. Mr. D said, tell him Mr. D sent you." So I went over there, hollered at him, man. And, they seen what I could do. And the rest is history, man.
What was your signature cut?
Back then, my signature cut. I did love the mohawk. I ain't gonna lie. I love the mohawk.
You definitely did.
Yeah,
You definitely
I
did
put a
wonders
little
on the
stamp.
Hawk, bro. You did
I
wonders.
did. Oh yeah, that was back in the day, right?
You did wonders on the Hawk.
Back
bro.
in the day, yes. What was your signature? back in the day?
What was the go-to?
I love ball fades, man. I love them. I would do that over an even all over. To me, it just
It's a long-lasting cut too.
I love it. That's a ball fade for
You know,
sure.
especially my hair. My hair grow fast. After a week, my shit be looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was getting the high and tight for a minute.
Oh, I
well,
remember
see,
that.
was a joint.
I remember that.
I mean, don't get me. I love the hair because I mean, I had that in boot camp, but it wasn't as it wasn't as much TLC
it
as
wasn't
y'all nigga,
blending.
in boot camp.
It wasn't blending.
You talking about you talking about some regular local guys in Parris Island, South Carolina that's pretty much cutting over 1,000 heads a day. Right. So they like sit down, get up,
out of here.
Motherfucking head bleeding, and they just like get your napkin, get up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell no.
So I know I was at a couple of barbershops before I actually came and met y'all. I was getting cut originally. I was getting cut in Laurel. At a Salon Plaza, same type of joint y'all in now. It was a good look. That shit didn't work out. Had to split. I think I had went on Facebook, and I was like, I need a barber. I need him now. You know what I'm saying? And actually, I take it even back further. Before that, I was living in Clinton. I had a guy that was cutting me he had a little shop off of Naylor Road. And you know what I'm saying? It was, homegrown neighborhood joints. So they had all types of wild shit in there. They were selling clothes. They had the little youngin tricking out the back. He was like, man, you need to get trimmed up. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. Just line me the fuck up.
Right.
And what's crazy is it was a good haircut. But he just kept throwing me off because I don't know if he used to be on something, but he used to be like, bro, don't you owe me from the last cut? And I'd be like, nah, dog. And then it's like the next time I see you, like, bro, like I swear, I was like, my nigga, listen, I don't go no. If I can't pay to get a haircut, then I'm just not coming in here. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Bad business.
So it just got to a point. I was like, all right, I'm out of here. So then we moved to Laurel, and I was getting cut in that joint. It was a good cut. You know what I'm saying? Everything was nitty gritty. We just had some other personal shit going on.
Oh yeah.
So I had to slide. So then when Wayne was like, man, holla at my man Cutter, I was like, but can he?
Shout out to my man, Si.
Yeah. I was
That's
like,
good,
but can he cut though?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I tell him, I was like, I had to have
That's
a long
the test.
conversation with this nigga.
Yeah.
I said, let me tell you something, nigga. My hair is all I got. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, right?
So my thing is, I'm like, listen, I need the haircut to be good. The conversation got to be there. The environment got to be on point.
Yes.
I need all this shit checked in the box. And I felt that way when I came in. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, this nigga like my age. Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then y'all had the little setup. I think you was cutting right next to him.
Yeah,
I was
behind.
beside
You
him.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think I had kind of figured out early. I was like, okay, these niggas is like main men for real.
Yeah.
And then y'all had the hair washers in the joint.
Yeah.
But I was always
Shampoos.
running. I was like, why the fuck every time I come here, these niggas got fucking polo shirts and shit on? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I remember
You know
those
what I'm saying?
days, dog.
I'm like, damn. I was like, I'm used to a traditional nigga with sweats and a white tee on. You know what I'm saying?
Hard bottoms.
My man, he was in the joint with the
Hard
Steve
bottoms.
Madden's
Man,
on.
what? Had
Nah,
bow ties
man.
on for a couple.
Penny loafers.
Had a tie on. I was ready. Had a vest.
I was like, go ahead. So,
Yeah.
so that wasn't y'all. Well, that was y'all first shop together.
So
Yeah.
yes, that was
our first shot.
that was our middle school. You know, that was our middle school. Graduating out of elementary, going to middle school.
Absolutely.
Here we are headed on this path, and as a eager young barber, you get exposed to certain things, and I appreciate each and every experience that I've ever encountered.
Absolutely.
So that showed me like, okay, I can with the type of clientele that I'm cutting and the way I'm looking, I was like, okay, this is a good start. You know.
Yeah, it was.
So that was our start. And then progressing on, it was like, okay, we got a couple years in this game. It's like, all right, I can't cut in
What's
no
next?
goddamn
Yeah.
hard bottoms,
I
you know?
can't.
So,
Yeah,
you just,
you grow.
relax a little bit. I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
have my days where, everything is, we tie suit, but, it's
Man.
not
I
everything.
remember,
Telling
dog.
you,
I
dog.
came in the joint. This nigga, I think I was waiting on you. This nigga came in with a whole suit.
God dang on right.
I'm
Hey.
like, like, did my nigga have a
Oh,
job interview
so
at
like-
another shop? What the fuck you doing out here,
On
dog?
Fridays too.
Oh,
on
yeah.
that.
Friday
We had
supposed
to
to be
dress-
casual.
Fridays was
Friday.
the. Oh no,
No,
Saturday.
we had to dress up on Fridays. We had to wear the boot and tie. We was suited and booted, man.
I know y'all wasn't the
Every
only
day.
ones in there that wasn't feeling that, dog.
I mean,
It put it like this. It wasn't traditional.
no.
But we understood the
The concept.
The
I mean,
vision,
it was a good idea, honestly.
Well,
It
I
was a
mean,
good idea.
considering where you at, you
Right,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying, in
yeah,
that area,
yeah.
I guess you want to try to attract
do something different.
Yeah.
as many people as you can. Hence, if everybody in that joint sweatsuited down all day, then
Yeah,
you might scare some folks off who may just be like, "Hey, I'm not from here. I just want to get a haircut." So from there, then y'all left. Y'all went to what's his name joint? Y'all went to the what was that called?
54.
54 Studio 54. That's some nice shit there.
Hey,
It
yeah.
was.
Hey, shout out to that man Tiz.
Yeah.
Shout
shout
out
out,
to Tiz,
for
man.
sure, for
you know,
sure.
I had already been into like a smaller establishment, but that joint was like it was different. You know what I'm
really
saying?
was,
Like
man.
that joint was really like the spot. And it's like
did
for
his
someone
thing.
like me who is, you know, as long as I can go to the barbershop, I'm gonna go. And it's like when my son gets old enough that he can go by himself, he will get that experience. Like the environment has got to be there, dog. It's one thing I
That's
don't want to
key.
be in no
Has to.
stiff ass
That
barbershop.
is key,
you know
man.
what
That
I'm
is
saying?
key.
And that was kind of low key how I felt when I was in the first one, but it was just like the conversation was still good, so it's like I just kind of overlooked that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you just couldn't. You know, you had to.
So I would say that was our high school, you know? So
Yeah, the second shop.
that's our
definitely
stepping stone, another stepping stone in the groom theory life.
Yeah,
That
absolute
was
groom
high
theory.
school. So here we are from barber school to our first shop to high school.
Good. Now we.
Yeah, second shop. So this is when we built the clientele. We're out there, we moved, and we're like, okay, we can do this.
We can do this, yeah.
You know, we can do this. We spread our feathers a little bit.
there you
You know,
go.
we got a little bit more comfortable. Everything was going good. Everything was going smooth. No cares in the world. And then, boom.
The honeymoon stage is over.
Yeah, you know,
Honestly.
and
Now you got to figure out what's the next move.
there
I
you
mean,
go.
yeah,
You
yeah.
always
Yeah,
have to think
exactly.
about what's
Can't
the
get
next
comfortable.
move. You
Can
never
never
get
get
too
comfortable.
comfortable.
No. So that
Please
was
don't
definitely-
get too comfortable.
Can't do
So I mean, so at what point y'all feel like, all right, it's time to go get our own shit? Like,
Second
how
year.
how did that shit even come to
So
fruition?
We've
you
been
have
talking about it. Though. We've been talking about it for
yeah.
since we was at the second shop.
It was just never a reason to put plans in motion.
Yeah, because
But
we was in a good spot, a good place. At
if
that
you
point.
pay attention to your life, everything happens for a reason. I've always said this.
Same here.
And
Either
when
good or
things
bad.
just start happening and you start questioning, like, why am I going through this? It's like, you know what? You wasn't put in one place for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, I see the signs. It's like, what's my next move? You have to always bank on your next move. And that's what we did. We kind of banked on ourselves. Especially after trying to figure out what the next move was for almost 6 months. You
yeah,
know,
literally, yeah, we was talking
in a
every
place
day.
for 6 extra months and trying to figure out what's our next move. Ownership.
Could definitely be stressful, dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was
yeah.
every day, but you know, you got somebody like that work beside us.
Yeah,
It bringing
my
that. You
man.
get in your old
My
little
man
world
D.
box. We just chop it
My
up.
man D.
Yeah, and then
And
it's
then you
like,
good
you know
to
what I'm
go.
saying? You know, you got to find a location. Because I think when you guys were starting, I was like, shit, y'all don't want to go to the city? I was like, nah, we want to stay out this way. And I was like, yeah.
Just to keep the same clientele we had.
I had thought maybe, well, then I guess, you know, in this day and age, you really rather have your regulars than to have walk-ins.
Yeah.
Agreed.
If you know
Yes,
you in
yeah.
the city, people going to be coming in off the
And
street.
then
Of
that
course,
makes
right,
it
of
one
course.
week, might not see him another 3-4
Yeah,
months.
exactly.
For real,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
real.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's tough, man.
Like, how long have you had, like who's your longest customer? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, hey, shout out to Mr. Alex. Hey, he was with me, man, back at Mike's. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
that's man, well over that's about 7-8 years right there.
Hey,
That's
you
my
know,
longest. Shout out to
that's
Mr. Alex.
that's when you know you got a real one. He'd be like, "Oh, where you at?
Right,
Where you at? You're not
right.
there no
I'm
more."
telling you.
Oh,
I'll
tell
send
you.
me the address.
Man,
Shout out to my man Byron. He was I've been
Byron.
cutting him since barbering school.
Sheesh.
He was actually my first client ever cutting in barbering school.
And stuck
And
with you.
he
real.
stuck with me through the whole from every shop. You know what I mean? So
That's what's
that's probably about like
B.
8-9 years.
B, what up?
Yes, sir. What up, boy?
So now y'all in y'all spot. Tell the people what the name of it is.
Man,
Groom Theory.
Groom Theory.
Yes, sir.
2-seater jump. You
There
know what I'm
you go.
saying?
That's the
Head
beginning.
wash joint in the
There
middle.
you go. That's the
You know what I'm
beginning.
saying? Y'all
Yeah.
doing y'all thing, man. I'm
Dude,
proud of
check it
y'all,
out,
man.
appreciate
check it out,
that,
man.
man.
We're trying,
Really do,
man. You
really
know,
do.
and especially in the era right now, it's tough, man. It's still, people are still scared to come out. So we encourage our customers to come out
We
in
stay
a
safe,
clean
for
environment,
sure.
in a
Absolutely.
safe environment,
There you go.
in a private environment.
Yeah. So I wanted to wait till we got into it to kind of dip into the COVID shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I know when the COVID shit happened, bruh. I think what was it about? It was about 3-4 months.
Dude,
It was 2. It was
2 months? 2-3 months?
2.5. It was too long. I can say that.
Nah, it was like 3 months.
Bruh, I didn't had no haircut for a minute, and I was like,
3 months, yeah.
About 3
3
months?
months. Yeah, right.
I was like, John, hey, you good? You all right? This was me.
John was scared.
This was me genuinely checking on you.
Yeah.
/ like,
Hey,
you know, you been out here.
remember.
You been out here cutting shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm checking up on you, but I'm still like,
I'm
hey,
just-
I think that was that first,
I'm looking
first
rough
and a
over
half
here.
month.
I was about to say this nigga a picture like, bro, this how I'm looking out here.
I was getting that from clients though. A lot.
But then when you said that you was mobile, I was like, look, we just moved in the crib. I said, Slim, we can do it in the driveway.
Yeah.
I got the extension cord.
I
I was like,
remember
I'm
that.
dying
Yeah,
over
I
there
remember
joint, bro. He came. I think you would just cut my son that day. You cut my son on the porch in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
You had was the
telling me.
light
That
on,
little
holding the
porch
phone
light.
up.
I saw
Oh,
that.
man.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
that's
like-
right. Yeah,
remember
that's
that.
right.
Yeah.
And then after that,
Crazy.
I was like, man, let me toss you some extra, man. I know, man. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? I
don't
know.
look
And, you know, I mean,
out, yeah.
and I was like legit.
Yeah.
I was like legit worried about both of y'all. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it
I
was
was
tough
like, man,
time, man.
because it's
Tough
like, you know,
time.
it's kind of hard to prepare for shit like that. They had them
Prepare
little
for it.
business relief plans and shit like that.
Oh,
But nah, dog, like you literally
Not for
like
a lot of people.
literally needed to check on that. So I was glad that that y'all was still, above
Appreciate
water.
it.
You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying?
Sure.
But
It's tough.
it was definitely fucked up out here. Then it's like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Then when y'all were able to cut, you only have a couple people in the building at a time.
It was a lot of
Client at a
restrictions,
time,
man.
yeah, for
One at a
sure.
time. We in a double suite.
So it
So-
literally could have one client at a time
It was
per
tough,
barber.
man.
So it was.
I mean, even still,
See, I was about to say,
even though they relaxed the phases,
We still
it's
doing the same
still,
thing,
you
yeah.
know, real tedious, really tedious.
totally
man.
different.
But y'all doing all right though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we're
See,
maintaining
but
it, man.
that's
We're
what happens,
maintaining
man.
it.
When you
Just blessed.
take care of business, man, the people always stay with you.
Yeah,
sure.
man. Thank you, man. We love you
Appreciate it.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
So I want to talk etiquette.
I
want to talk the do's and don'ts of the barbershop, man.
You took a
Granted,
sip on that, huh?
look, I'm about to refill mine.
We all should. You know, have one.
Granted, y'all, of course, y'all not in the traditional barbershop. I would say y'all are the future of the barbershops, the suites.
Intimate.
I'm just gonna say my do's and don'ts, and then y'all can kind of cut
Okay.
in wherever
Let's go.
I may be wrong or not.
Okay.
So
Let's go.
I know for one thing, you can tell people who don't go to the barbershop, they complain about the price.
Oh, yeah.
Like people be like, man, haircut used to be
Used to
$15,
be,
$20,
used
and
to
I'm
be,
like,
yeah.
bruh, that was like
Times
25
change,
years
yeah.
ago,
I mean,
bruh.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure they can find it. It's just,
It's not gonna
Get
be
what
that,
you pay for.
you know,
That's
yeah.
what you
unless
do.
you just
That's
with
what I
somebody
like.
who just doing that shit to just do it. They not really care about the money. Like
agree.
me personally, it's like if I got to throw $10, at least $10 on top of whatever it is, regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm just getting the shape up. But I mean, the going rate for the haircuts has gone up. It's gonna continue to go up. Motherfuckers
Yeah,
getting
I mean-
lace wigs and shit now. I mean,
And everything.
Man, it's artwork, man, if you
Yeah.
really think about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
man. It's-
So-
everybody's
For sure.
putting their stamp on
so how many hairs you think on an average day would you cut?
Talking about now or
Well, both
before COVID?
previous and now. Let's just say
So-
what's a busy day? Friday or Saturday? Saturday busy day, huh?
Nah,
I mean-
I like Fridays.
Friday's the longest day.
Yeah, agree.
I'm in there from 9 to 9
9 to
on
9.
Friday.
Yeah, literally.
So that's my longest day. And trying to get, man, look, literally maybe every 30 minutes, from 9 to 9. And that's real. Just trying to keep keep on schedule,
Stay on
keep
time.
clients on time,
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough.
So when do you allocate your like lunch break? When do you eat? You just eating in between, or you say no? This is my dedicated time just for lunch.
We used to do that, like eat in between the clients real quick. Found out like, nah, I think I need my time to break away from cutting hair, eat my lunch, and come back ready to cut hair. But those eat in between the times, you just.
My man D is best at explaining this. He has taught me the importance of taking time for self.
Yeah,
hell yeah, you gotta take a break, bro.
Shoot,
Sure.
man. I used to be like, man, what break? Forget the break.
Yeah, he was like,
eat?
I gotta keep going.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Eat for
Man,
what? Like,
yeah,
nah.
that's one thing I've
You gotta
learned
eat,
from
bro.
my man.
I be real angry in this bitch. I
working.
ate before y'all got here. I'm like, let me be sitting here drinking this and having to eat. I'd have been, fuck that. Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, tell me about the folks who don't wash their hair.
Well, okay,
So it's different now.
we've always been advocates of
Shampooing, now wash.
Always.
Yeah, but you still want to tell people to wash their own shit, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you do,
cool
but-
because where we're at, if you come to us, regardless if you have clean or unclean hair,
right.
you get a shampoo.
Regardless. It's part of the service.
Yeah.
So you ever had some shit that was just like, I don't think I can do this, bro.
man.
Look. Oh yeah, I've cut
That's a
somebody who
given.
didn't want a shampoo
At all, they
was-
refuse. They're like, I'm
You
like,
know?
bruh, I think you need
Yeah,
it.
you kind of have to.
You're like,
you
look,
know,
look,
like,
just
you'll
come with
clog
me.
my
Just come with me.
clippers. Yeah,
Exactly.
you'll clog my clippers, and the cut will not come out as crisp as it should.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't ask. You just
But,
gotta
you
do it.
know,
I know for me, when you were cutting me, you always used to wash mine because I used to always have grease and shit on my head. So I know, you got to get that out or it's
Yeah.
going to be you fucking around.
Yeah.
And when you wash it, you still got hair still.
yeah.
That's
So
a
even
pet
if
peeve
you-
right there. My best. A
It
pet
is.
peeve is grease and oil in the hair. You don't know.
But
None
even
of
if
that.
you shampoo
For
your
real?
hair
Yeah, it
early in
just-
the morning and you
and
come
then
to
you
me
put
by
it in
5,
there. Yeah, it's still gonna be.
with nothing in your hair, you still sweat.
Yeah,
and
agree.
there's still pollutants in the air that can get into it. So I would always suggest wherever you are, tell your barbers or your
Shampoo
barber
first,
shop
yeah.
to shampoo your hair first.
Always.
They definitely don't do that everywhere. That's some new. That's
Unfortunately.
definitely some new
That's,
age shit.
that should be
trust
a
me.
standard. Honestly.
All right. So what else, man? I mean, you can give me
Oh,
the
man.
do's
Hey,
and
look,
don'ts,
look,
man.
look. Okay. I got one. All right. So I would like for everybody's hands to be on the inside of the chair.
Exactly.
Because, the outside of the
The
chair is
right,
mine.
right.
I got to kind of get close on that chair, and I don't need you, man. I don't need your hand grazing me. All right? So
Accident.
hey.
You don't need no
boo.
accidents.
I don't need no
It
accidents.
was like,
man.
whoa,
Come on,
gotta
man.
back
We
off a
all-
little bit.
So you tell me like, bro, put your motherfucking hand.
It's tough. You can't.
just
you
kind of
can't.
work
I feel
around
I
it.
feel
You
like y'all
gotta-
be being too nice sometimes,
Yeah, I
bro.
ain't gonna lie.
Like,
do,
y'all gotta
but
start
it's just
tightening
like-
their hands
Yeah,
up.
like,
Yeah.
like smack their
Yeah,
hand or
exactly.
something. Like, hey.
I'd be like, bro, like,
I
just
think-
grab the
right.
car, like, bro,
There you
fix
go.
your fucking hands.
Oh,
Like,
man.
I just think you should know after a while, like, all right, maybe I shouldn't put my hand on the outside of the. You chilling and they're like, no,
I don't
gotta.
think I've ever just
turn
sat
the
in the
chair.
chair and just been
Yeah,
like
like,
this
I mean,
with
it
my
happens.
hands
Some
up.
It
people
happens.
extra
Who does
comfortable.
that?
Get comfortable.
You're comfortable.
Always
Or they-
I'm always like this.
On the phones
get
and
too
all that.
comfortable.
Oh man.
I know being on the phone thing can definitely be annoying, especially if you try and do a lineup
I
in a
mean-
Bama like.
Yes, it's annoying. Absolutely.
It is.
Like it is.
But I think the most annoying is when somebody's moving their head. It's like, come on, man. Like, I know there's some people who have to talk and look. So
Yeah,
they
they
turn their
all
whole head and look.
like,
I'm
yeah,
like,
you
hold
hold
on, man,
bro.
come on,
Just
man.
Trying to
Like,
fade your neck up right
yeah,
now.
come
He like,
on,
yeah,
man.
but listen.
Sometimes you
but
gotta
I
listen,
got
man,
something for you.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you the story, man.
He like, nah, it's all right. Give me a second.
Well, I'll tell you two major keys for me: either good music or something on the TV.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's got to
Always.
either one. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't saying I don't care if you got some Pandora shit on me, but I can't just be in that joint just listening to.
Nah,
yeah,
nah.
like you gotta have
Gotta
something
be
on the
entertained.
TV.
You have
bro.
to. Always have to be entertained. I love movies. So
Yeah.
you always gonna find a
Movie
movie
guru over
that
here,
ain't gonna
man.
write
I
You
you
got
know
off
that.
a
I got a
movie.
couple more Jones for you. Yeah.
He's seen it all, probably. He probably.
Got a couple of Jones, man.
gonna
Another
need
thing.
that.
So what about the kids? Cutting kids here.
Oh man,
I'm a
we
little
love
comfortable
kids,
now.
man.
Yeah, I love them
Hey,
now.
You know, and my kids that I've been cutting,
For
man,
years,
they're
yeah.
growing up. But there are some kids that can be more challenging than others.
There you go.
And in saying that, we love you all.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And we want you guys to come back all the time.
groom theory
So,
for sure.
But I will say that there are some kids that they just not having it, you know?
No matter
And all
what.
I got to say to the parents is, hey, man, you know, get your kids, man. I shouldn't have to put your kid in the headlock. You know, like you should do it for me. You know, you know, you do it for me.
look,
So
man,
I'll cut him
make
high.
my job
Just,
easier.
just put little man in the razor's
There
edge
you
real
go. There
quick,
you
man.
go.
So
A
we can
little
just
leg
get this
lock
done.
and we
There you go.
straight. Hey. So you just have to schedule accordingly when you know that you have a little fella, especially one that will not sit still for.
The moves a lot, yeah.
Speaking of scheduling, so y'all ever have a problem with like overbooking?
Not anymore. I used to. Well,
John,
not me.
you know, John, you threw me in the bag one day a long time ago. And you
Hey,
know,
look.
and it's like I was legitimately upset because it's like I had something to do.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
this not like now when I hit John 2 days ago, like, hey, can you cut me
Right.
two days from there? I was hitting John like, hey, can you get me next week? So I'm like, I'm locked in. And then I'm on the way to the joint. He was like, oh yeah, I got this. Can you
Man,
come
look.
tomorrow? And I'm like, no, I can't, dog.
Right.
No,
So he
no.
used a pen
I
and
know
paper. That's what the problem was.
That was bad.
You was using pen and paper
Man,
back
look,
then?
look, you
He
should
old
well say
school.
that, man. That was
He said, let me
that was
check
2012,
real quick.
man.
He
All right,
said,
Let me get the
So,
new
yeah, that's what
pad.
he said.
Let's go back to
He said, can we just
the
do
late
about
appointment.
8:15?
What ended
Go
up
back,
happening was, so a lot of times, if one person is late even 15 minutes, it's a whole domino effect that goes on.
That's
with
true.
all my clients. So then
That's true.
somebody's late 15 minutes, but then they want an extra 15 minutes of TLC. And it's like, dang, now I'm back.
I'm
30
backed
minutes.
up about 30 minutes
It's like,
here
oh
for another
man, let me
client.
tell you that gets me. So I try to compensate when I'm, especially running extra late. Like,
Yeah.
but it's I try
Sometimes
not
it's
to get
really
like
not
that,
on
man.
us. Like, it's really not.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
and then there's some certain times when I'm like, you know what? Let me freak this fade, maybe like
a
extra
little
little 2
more. I
minutes.
was talking
you
a
know
little
what I'm saying?
too, I was
let me
giving.
stand back.
Yeah.
Let me add a little finishing touch to that, So sometimes it can be me, but it would never be no 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If you ever see me 15 minutes late
minutes
for an
then.
appointment, it's because somebody was late, man.
And
Well,
then
look,
everybody
I don't know who it was. All I know is I was
You
on
ain't
the
get it.
I was on the way,
ain't get
and I was like, hey, I'm about to be there. And he
Right.
was like, oh
Hey.
man, and I was like,
little
what, dog? Slim? I had to change my whole outfit. I had to put a hat on. It was like the summertime, nigga sweating. So I was like, I ain't fucking with this nigga. I went to the barber shop around a corner from the house. This is when I had the mohawk. So I came in the joint and I was like, hey, I was like, look, I just need you to just tighten this joint up. You don't need to do shit. So all he did was just kind of refade. And so I said, okay, he good. This nigga know what he doing. And he was cheaper. So then next thing you know, I went to him probably maybe 5 or 6 times. And I was like, all right, I'm about to cut this shit off because my shit was going thin right here. So this was growing and this wasn't. So I was like, man, just cut this shit off. Just give me a little temple taper. Man, I don't know what the fuck cuz did, man. And I
You switched it up.
I should have known it was a red light because every time he cut me, everybody over the barber was like, damn, hey man, that's a real good cut, man. You doing your thing.
It's getting better.
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I was like, what the fuck was he doing before? You know what I'm saying?
Chopping them up.
Man, he cut that shit off, nigga. I had a little fucking patch joint right here, dog. I can't. My wife was like, she's like, you better go ahead and make that right. I hear John. I was like, hey John, what's up, Slim? How you been? Where you been at, man?
How's the family?
Hey, look, man. Let me know when I come in here and holler at you, man. Nigga John. Look, I had let my shit wolf for probably like a month, just let it grow. But John, I was like, I wanted to be like, I miss you, man. Don't ever do that shit to me again, dog.
That's hilarious.
I'm not going
Bruh, that's why I said that. I was like, listen, I'm talking to myself. I was like, nigga, just have a little bit more patience. You know what I'm saying? Just have a little more patience. Shit don't happen. So now it's like I try to stay on top of it, man. Like now, but I know now because if I pull up to the joint, you'd be like, man, give me 7 minutes. I'm like. I was like, look. Luckily, I ain't got shit to do today. That's why I get my shits cut in the middle of the week. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to do no Friday, I don't try to do none of that shit.
Them Fridays crazy.
You
for
do
sure.
good, man.
But
early.
Yeah, man. Also, man, barbershop talk, dog. Man, so fucking important. So important in the it just as us as black men, dog. To have that barbershop talk. Whether we talking sports, we talking ladies, our ladies. You know what I'm saying? We talking our kids.
Exactly.
Or we just talking bullshit. That shit is important, dog. Like you can't win me over if you about to cut my hair. You're not about to say shit.
Big part of the mental too, man. You
Yeah.
know? Some people just need to talk about that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
get it
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. It's been plenty of
There's no-
times I may have came there like, man, wife, man, damn, she keep want me to pick some shit up. I say I'm about to be at the house, and she say, well, can you turn around and go get this? Like shit like that.
yeah,
And
you
you
just
just
need to
feel
get
like
out
at
at
the
that
time,
time.
like, listen,
Yeah.
I need you to cut my hair. I need you to be my therapist real
And
quick.
listen,
You know what I'm
and,
saying?
you know, yeah,
Got you.
that's what we do.
Got you, man.
More than just a barber.
Yeah,
Shit, man.
bro.
Believe me, we lean on you guys
Yeah,
as much
absolutely.
as you guys lean
No,
on
no,
us.
that-
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
like
think it's
that.
been times, man, when both of y'all.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Darren, you don't really, not really say too much, but as
Yeah.
far as like your your personal life, but I think it's been time with John. You may have been frustrated, with your son or something like that. Having son issues, which is normal, and you may have expressed that. But now you ain't never cut my hair either, so it's
Right,
like
right.
different.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was maybe 1 or 2 times. I was like, "Fuck, I really need this cut." I was like, "Would it be wrong if I asked Darren to cut me?"
man.
I would not. No, I would
nah.
never.
Yeah.
I used to do that when I was a young nigga. So look, it was this barbershop, right? Out when I lived in Montgomery County. It's called Big G's.
Gee.
On Briggs Cheney. It was like the barbershop for the longest. It was the main barbershop in the area. People came from Burtonsville, where I live, Briggs Cheney, downtown Silver Spring, probably further up 495, Bethesda, all that. So they was the main shop. They was probably the blackest shop in the county. And they was in the joint. They had people selling shit in the joint. All that. It was your legitimate. If you wanted to have a stereotype on a black barbershop, that's what it was. So I had one dude cutting me. He's cut me good. He's taking a long fucking time. I think he had like Tourette's or something. So he used to be real careful.
Oh, wow.
But he
Okay.
never fucked my head up though. He just took a long time. So then I was just like, all right, nigga, taking too long. So then I went to my other man, Kwame. Shout out to Kwame. Kwame gave me the best fucking haircuts I ever had in my life. But this is when the hairline was at optimal level. You know what I'm saying?
Before the age.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
but this is before life hit.
I'm here,
Right,
I'm here,
right.
I'm here.
But Kwame used to have me sitting in the barber shop for like 2 hours waiting on this nigga, dog. And like literally, I was just like, is this just me? But it would be all of us. We'd be sitting in there because he had other shit going on.
Yeah.
So we'd be in the barber shop. I'd be like, bro, I'm going to be there at 2 o'clock. I get there at 2, probably 2:05, sitting in the joint. This nigga not here. I hit him, text me like, bro, I'm about to be there. Bro, it'd be 2:45. I'm sitting there with my fucking hand and my head in my fucking lap. Like, bro,
Oh, well,
niggas
are
looking like,
you want me to get
he's
you?
like, cuz you want me to get you? You want me? I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, because y'all niggas can't cut like he can cut though. Like he
knew that
he
too,
was the
yeah.
best cut nigga
Yeah,
in
he knew
there. You
that.
know what I'm
He knew
saying?
that.
So he came in the joint. He'd be like, hey, look, I'm about to do something real quick. I'm like, nah, bro. He was like, no, I'm about to do something. And then I'd be like, oh shit, nigga. This shit look all right. This nigga was test dummy in my motherfucking grape bottle, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he was cutting me for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And then he fucked around and I was like, all right, bro. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he came in
part
one day.
ways.
I had went to the nigga right across to the back. Was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this nigga be here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was cutting me for a minute, man. Even though the cuts wasn't the same, it's like
He's
I
consistent.
was just to a point where I was willing to sacrifice just a little bit to know that I can be in and out. Like I wouldn't be in the barbershop no fucking half the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, gone are the days, man.
Yeah,
Nobody
those
wants
are-
to lock up for that
Yeah.
long, you know?
For sure.
But so what's the plans for the future, man?
Man,
what's
always
the
to
plan?
expand,
you go.
always to
Grow.
always grow, always.
So y'all think about trying to get your own full out
Ooh,
job?
look.
Ooh, was it jumping too far?
No. Look, because of COVID,
Mm-hmm.
because of the lifestyle now, a lot of stuff has changed over
Totally different. Yeah.
the course of a year.
Barbershop's not the same anymore.
Yeah, so always thinking to the future, trying to figure out, what the next path is. Right now, everything's coming to the table, and this is our time to really think about, this next move.
Yeah, next step, for sure.
But like I said, it's always growth, whether it's a transportation service to to our clients, or if it's going to be a brick and mortar to our clients come to us. So,
What does that mean? Just your own spot?
Yeah.
I can see that shit, bro.
Hey, man,
I can
look,
see it,
appreciate
dog.
it.
I can
Hopefully
see it.
soon
My
they
thing
come.
is, I'm just like, I'm gonna be real particular. I'm like, well, who these niggas hiring? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh,
I need
yeah.
to
Oh
see
no,
it.
that's key. That's keeping the shop going.
Can't be bringing no goofies in it,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
We came from something like that.
Yeah,
so
we
understand building a team, building a family will be our main focus.
It's
you
key.
know?
That's key.
Because trying to bring anybody in, man,
to fit
they'll
what we
collapse the
have.
whole empire, man. It definitely has to work between me and my boys.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
We couldn't
So
have,
what is it? What's the minimum? Is there a minimum you have to have? And when you talking about like a full size shop or
Meaning what? Like barber chairs?
yeah, like how
or
many
stuff?
chairs you need to have?
No, there's no minimum. Ain't no max. It just
How many would you want to have? Like 3, 4 more people or?
that would be that sounds about right.
Yeah, about
you know?
4.
That sounds about right
Yeah.
for the first shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
So
I
would
don't
that
want
be
no mega church? You know,
So would that
excuse me.
so would that
Mega
be
shop?
like would that be just barbers or that be like a salon type
No,
deal?
barbers.
Definitely starting out. You know,
we gotta.
Y'all wouldn't do a 2-piece joint, barber
would
this side,
do-
salon that side.
I would do a female who would love to cut and does hair. You know, a versatile. I know plenty of those. you know?
Really?
Okay,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So no salon, huh? Yeah, I ain't trying.
But
to do
not
that. I've seen it. I've seen it.
particularly.
So
Yeah, I mean-
I'm always been curious to is like, is that a thing or not?
You know,
Because
We was in one like that. The
it's,
first shop.
it seemed like as long as you keep it separated, then
It's never separated.
No, it's not.
It's never
It's not.
separated.
no, I'm saying the one I was like it was a one building. It was a wall. It was barbers and it was salons. It was like it had like little old school beads.
Yeah,
you ain't
it
really
was
had no
still-
business. You ain't really had no business being in there unless you was in
I-
there.
Yeah,
But, you know.
it's never. Yeah, that's always a whole different separate issue. Once you bring the females into the shop and the conversations have to be edited. And,
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Can't say.
I mean,
it
it can
just
happen.
like you
It
said,
can
barbershop talk. You know,
It can happen.
So it's just like we
Just
get it.
imagine an edited, you know,
Yeah, fuck that.
because we got our sisters.
When I got to speak it, I got to speak it. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Well,
I mean, I like to think we didn't. I mean, even though I think we wasn't really talking about
No, nothing
women. We
crazy.
wasn't really talking.
offer-
We mostly was talking sports.
Yeah,
They can
Sports-
offer a
sports-
second opinion
sports and
too.
music.
You
Yeah,
know,
agree.
so it could definitely work. It could definitely work. You know?
Just-
Shout out to my females. out
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
We
Shout out
love
to the
y'all.
female
all of them.
salon
All of them.
ladies. Y'all are beautiful.
Yes.
So look, I don't have shit else for y'all. So I mean, we can talk about whatever. We can talk. We can talk sports. We can talk about Houston.
Hold on.
Houston about to take the whole joint to the house. I'm just saying.
How about this busset challenge though? Hey,
That shit is whack,
Hold
dog.
on,
Are you
what?
serious?
What are you serious?
Listen,
Hey.
listen. I'm on TikTok, and then that shit occasionally comes through the For You page. They had some lady. This bitch was like 70. Sorry, she was like 70. To my son. Someone asked me that. Ain't nobody asked you to do that shit. She's sitting
Is
there
it too
busting.
late for my submission?
Yes.
Like,
her
nah,
knees
man.
cracking like shit. Like, get
know.
your ass up,
Hey,
dog. The fuck?
You can tell the ones whose knees be hurting. They hands be up on the table.
They don't be no
trying to
mood. They
bust
do
Like,
about
yeah.
2 little bounces and be like, cut.
Yeah, they
cut.
ain't going all the way
bouncing.
down. Yeah, at all.
Yeah. Man, social media is a thing,
Hours.
man. Y'all don't be on social. You be on social media like that?
Nah, really.
Neither one of y'all. So what the
Nah,
fuck, man?
I didn't seen that challenge though. You know.
You want it just enough, huh?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just a
be
little
on
bit.
there,
Like,
bro.
Y'all
somebody
should,
did a
y'all should
challenge.
definitely post more, man.
Oh, we-
Definitely,
I
definitely,
agree. We
y'all work.
always say that. We always.
It
say
don't take
that.
but 2 seconds. Picture post.
I'm
Like
looking
they
for,
make it so easy for you. You can fuck around, dress it up, put some music on that shit, and boom.
Oh,
We've
man.
been talking about that, trying to look for somebody to do that.
Well, my
If you,
thing is-
not my.
if you know
Not my
anybody
forte.
that does that, please send
Oh,
them
you need
my
some.
way.
You need a marketer.
Of course,
Oh,
there
yeah,
you go.
always.
Lottie, they
Take
need some help.
pictures, you
Lottie.
know, the whole spill.
Man, they I got somebody for pictures. My shit. That picture, this picture, these,
Okay.
those, my Black Lives Matter, that joint, or just me right there, the random joint, me right there. My man did all them shits.
Oh yeah.
He do all my photos in my house. Shout to Glenn Clevenger, I Live Art. He does all my shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Good
So,
work.
I definitely. I mean, all my ideas, a lot of my inspiration, a lot of the days when I just kind of can't get it, he'd always kind of on my ass about just me keeping this thing rolling and keeping it proficient. Because at first, when I was recording, like I'm recording on my phone, I was just taking the video from the phone, uploading it to YouTube, and he like, bruh, get that crispy ass audio from these fucking $250 mics and put it on the fucking video.
And then,
So I was just like, yeah, that's like you're adding like 5 or 6 hours to my workload, but when it come out, it's out. That's just more. It's more so waiting for it to upload. You know what I'm saying? Because with this, it'll be like 7 or 8 gigs for the video, audio, putting it together on iMovie, and then sending that shit out. So like I say, it's fun, but it's like the editing is the worst part of this. That's the worst part of this whole thing.
it's edited.
Besides editing, sound quality, And at the end of the day, hoping people will listen.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like what you don't want to do is you don't want to come in here like, hey guys, listen, once we leave here, please share this. Tell everyone you know. Knock on doors. Go on the radio. Hand out flyers for me. Like you don't want to. You don't want to beg people.
Let it flow.
To share your shit. Man. I mean, don't get me wrong.
It'll happen.
Just hit
telling
the,
you, man.
it don't take but I always tell people like this. It take a second just to hit the share button. But you don't want to like really keep pressing that shit. Like I had a buddy of mine, and he had a lot of followers. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and he was like, I was like, yeah, share that shit, bro. And then it was like taking the minute. I'm like, hey, share the fucking video, bro. And it took him a while to share the job, but I'm like, damn, bro, I could have maxed the fuck out off that. And then it was after that, it was like, I wasn't upset or anything like that, but I'm like, yeah, I can't have those expectations. At the end of the day, I just want you to come and have a conversation with me, and then anything else after that is just it's organic.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Man, this is something, man. You got a nice build, man. We done seen you from the start to having us on your show.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
well, I was already trying to figure it out. Like even when I was on my first 5 or 6 episodes, I was like, how am I gonna get these niggas on here? Like, but I think it really took me probably about 15 or 20 episodes to really be fluent, to not have to really write shit down or look on the paper
and just go from
to just be able to go and just have conversations. I think that's the beauty of knowing a good amount of people, because I could have just got on this journey and just been talking regular, but I just wanted to highlight, you guys' journey.
Appreciate that.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? To what y'all do, you guys as professional, as business owners. I definitely wanted to highlight that, but just to talk shit as well, just about life, anything. Like a lot of people who podcast, man, like they may have a specific category or they may have like a script. I ain't writing no fucking script. I write a couple bullet points.
And then just go from there.
But then it's just like, I'll be sitting there like, cut, I missed my line. I got to say it over. Like, nah, bro. Just, it's flow. I've been in this joint and my daughter then came in here while we was recording and I'm like, come say hi, boo. All right, get out of here.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, and I'll just keep it moving like this shit never happened. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
You
definitely got that flow, man.
Yeah, man. I love what you're doing, bro.
Yeah, man. But look, we're going to wrap it up, man. I got a good almost 50 minutes out of y'all.
Oh, wow. For real?
What?
50 minutes, bro. Yeah. I told y'all.
We need to come back again.
Bro, I told y'all. I said, bro, once you get past the first couple of minutes, you're not gonna be paying attention to shit. Y'all was all day. Look, I called y'all. I was like, I just want to make sure I get. He's like, oh yeah, we good. We good. I was like, this nigga sound nervous, dog.
Scripted.
Yeah,
like, if you say this, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, after a while, it was just like,
and then that was it, dog. That was it. But we're gonna wrap it up, man. Episode 32. John Whitmire, Daron Watson, fellas. I appreciate y'all.
Groom Theory, sir.
Groom Theory, man. Let them know y'all social media, man, where they can find y'all.
Man, find us at Groom_Theory_LLC.
Thanks, sir.
All right, y'all.
We do.
Captain out.
Out.